Hello, hero collectors here. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are doing fantastic. I know I am, because today I finally have the Spider-Man No Way Home Electro figure. Yeah, he's been hitting Target shelves and a few other places. I got mine from an online shop. But yeah, a lot of controversy with this guy, but I've got him in hand, so we're gonna kind of crack him open, see how I like him, see if he is worth the deluxe price that he is listed for in most places. There is that flap and here, and I'm just going to give you a forewarning. I'm not doing all the comparisons possible in this video. I just have a handful of figures. I did not feel like destroying my shelves today just to get the Lizard, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin and Sandman down because I'll do that for pictures, I imagine, but I just did not want to destroy them quite yet. I'm preparing for a shelf update video, and I just did not want to annihilate my villain shelf as of right now. So that will come later. So let's get the figure out of the packaging here. Let's see. It only comes with a handful of accessories. We'll get into that. And there. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Those are only kind of tabbed in. Interesting. I wonder how finicky that'll be. Okay. So there is the tray out of there. Let's angle it down just a tad. Alright, so here he is out of the tray, and wow, yeah, stuff is just untabbing on him. I hope that's all meant to be like that, because... oh, God. Oh, no, this is going to piss me off. I know it will. Crap. Okay, so let's get the articulation kind of worked in. Oh, he's got a ball and hinge. I like that. Head sculpt, looking pretty good. I'm kind of bummed we don't have a Jamie Foxx likeness, but I'll take what I can get at this point. And that seems to be the least frustrating thing about this figure from what I can tell. I was all excited and kind of hoping this would be a great figure, but now all I can think of is how much it's going to upset me, because, oh boy. Okay, so he's got really good range. Wow, I like that. He's got a double dumbbell system here. So he's got a ball here at the waist and a ball here at the upper torso, so he can get not a ton of forward, but he can get some good back, and that, or good side to side and back, and that belt kind of helps hide things, so that's cool. He's got all this double jointed knees, but oh, it's really putting some tension on that cord there. So that, okay. I can tell I'm already not enjoying this figure, because look, every freaking cord had to unplug while I was doing all that. Torso, the legs, and I don't think the legs are really ever gonna stay placed, because those were already untabbing as I was getting him out of the figure, and now, or out of the packaging, and he doesn't want to go back in. Okay, it'd be one thing if they didn't tab in at all and there were no holes, but there are holes to be tabbed in, and the fact that they don't want to stay is going to do nothing but frustrate me. So this is going to be fun. Okay, let's just ignore it and ignore the pain that it will bring, and let's equip some hands here so we can do some proper lightning effects. Now, there's that one. Okay. Let's equip these. These are the same lightning effects that we got with the Francine Fry Electro figure that came out earlier in the year, or not much earlier, but just a couple months ago. Oh, come on, plug in. It's got a little clip here that just makes it easier to plug it in, so let's put that there. And then let's equip this one to this hand. Yeah, there it is. So let's slide that there. Okay. And then we got it. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. You were there. You had it. You had it. And then you there, tripped. There. Okay, so let's just try and put him into kind of like a floating pose from the end of the movie where he shows up. And so he's just kind of floating there. Let's kind of adjust this so you can see. Yeah, not too bad. I think it looks pretty good. It, put it on a flight stand, it'd look like a pretty good pose. Yeah, that's not bad. The chords are really gonna piss me off, I know. They're, yeah. For all the good, like all this cool sculpting and the details that are on this figure, it immediately just left my mind to talk about those because of those freaking chords disconnecting. And it's gonna bother the hell out of me. So, okay, let's bring in a few quick comparisons. So, first up, we have the original Electro figure from, what was it, the 2014, 2015? Build-A-Figure Ultimate Green Goblin wave, Amazing Spider-Man 2 wave. And then we have the more recent retro, or not really retro, but it's a carded Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figure. So you can see the comparison there together. And yeah, I gotta say, I like the yellow more, and especially because of the mask. And I'm not even gonna say this figure's better, it's not. But the fact that those chords disconnect so easily really ticks me off and makes this a frustrating figure. So I love the design more, and I love the aesthetic more. I don't love that you just fell over. the figure could I'm not too often disappointed by figures, but this is kind of disappointing. Not to the point where I hate the figure, but it just makes that deluxe price sting a little bit more, and we'll talk about that more in a second. Let's get the second to last comparison. Here's just the Toby Spidey as well compared. I didn't get down to Tom Holland Spider-Man, but you can always actually hang on. I forgot I had this one right here on my desk. So there is the end battle Spider-Man. So you can see the 3 Spideys with Electro here. And yeah, I mean, he's taller than all 3 of them, I think. I think Andrew is taller because of his hair compared to his hair, but compared to his lightning mask, he's taller than Andrew. So, what do you consider the top of the head? Is this the top of the head or that top of the head? Or is it to the scalp? I don't know. Anywho, let's get these Spideys out of here so we can bring in the Francine Fry Electro and talk a little bit about price. So, I don't have her other set of hands here, but yeah, so he comes with the same lightning effects and open hands and fisted hands. She comes with the same lightning effects, open hands, fisted hands. This is $25.99 or $25. Let's just say $25. She was $25. He is $35 in most places and $40 in some. I managed to get mine for $30, so it was a little, slightly discounted. Is it better? I don't know, because a lot of times when I am messing with a figure, I talk about fun factor. And fun factor, it's heavily dependent on how easy is the figure to pose, how good does a figure look when you have it in a pose. Is it, does it have that feeling of you're having fun while posing the figure? It's kind of something you have to feel and not necessarily know before you get a figure in hand. So, I mean, ultimately, I think this guy will be fun, but the chords, and I really hate to keep harping on these chords, but it bugs me, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, it bugs me because I have OCD when I don't have OCD. It just bugs me that they are supposed to be plugged in and they just won't because you have it posed. And if I'm having it posed like this, it looks pretty good. Like I don't think this is like a perfect pose, but like that doesn't want to stay plugged in. And the kind of ab area here, that doesn't want to stay plugged in. None of these leg ones will stay plugged in, and this is really tight, and I feel like it's going to cause some stress here or here. And like the back arm one isn't plugged in. Nothing. Again, if these didn't have ports, it wouldn't bug me as much. And the fact that it is bugging me is not good for me saying if it's worth the price, because if I'm not going to have a good experience with this figure, you know, is the $35 price tag worth it? And can I say that it's worth it, you know, even though I paid less, can I say that it's worth it to pay the $35 for somebody else? I don't really know, and I don't know. These are just kind of my initial thoughts getting him in hand, but I think this is probably the better Electro figure, just because she doesn't have the cords to deal with like this guy. And while yes, I am very happy to finally have this look for Electro for my live action collection, it's gonna bug me. What I'm more trying to say is, in terms of fun factor value for the money you're spending, I think she is the better option between the two. I don't know. Let's get him in one more pose and just see how I'm feeling. So let's just kind of get him like this. Maybe he's kind of electrocuting somebody at a down angle. So there is that, and you can kind of just see his face in between. I would try to zoom in on a photo and kind of get these off to the sides, and so it kind of looks like that in a way, if that makes any sense. But yeah, okay. Sorry to kind of go on a ramble like that. Let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments. If you did get him, I'm happy to have it as just a representation, but in terms of posing and first impressions, it didn't really impress me. So this is going to be an interesting one to take photos of and eventually review. But we'll get to that another time. I hope you like this video. If you did, make sure you like, and like I said, comment down below. Did you get this guy? Do you think he's worth the price? And yeah, make sure you're subscribed, and I will talk to you all in another video, another post, another time.